We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Like 20. Easy, easy. Walk 54. Okay, double up. Hey, check 20.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. He's 2. 57 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Quarter. Blue draw corkers. Crunch. Hey, alert. Check 13. Black.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 2nd and 12, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. Now Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Bengals.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Block 80!
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
White 80. 57 to Mike. Quit talking about it. Show that bench release and go. 57 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson, he's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. These two teams all tied after one. Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run with Mixon. Room past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
I got
To throw again. Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Dalton here from the gun. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And it'll be Dalton again. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. And Eifert has it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll give it to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
368. Let's go.
Throwing, Dalton. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, they're scared! They're scared!
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Ready?
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. So Dalton now. Got his man. It's Eifert. 27 yards there, a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Dalton, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The final act of the first half. Dalton, he'll let this go end zone for Green. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to Mixon on first down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
from the 31. Dalton. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Here you go, kick.
To throw here, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. Snell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Snell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hey, tight. Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Play action now, Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
44. Here you go. Hands up.
Here's Dalton. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And take it right on the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Now Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Snell. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Snell yet again. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Throwing again. Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Dalton now to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Now, Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Passing, it's Dalton, and able to find Green.
Let's go.
Andy Dalton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Snell, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Snell going to try the right side, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7 if we made one more play.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads look. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.